Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Command AA, and this is your review for the Chelsea vs Wolves game, which ended 5-2 to Chelsea in an emphatic victory where we beat them at the Molineux. And it was a roller coaster full of emotion, scored 5 goals, loads of positives to take from this game, but there are also some negatives that I do want to talk about. Now, obviously, before I get into it, I want to obviously get into the lineup as well. But make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not here. Make sure you hit the like button if you do enjoy this video. Comment down below your thoughts, opinions on the match as well, and hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I upload. But getting straight into the game, let's go with the lineup now. Obviously, we knew the lineup was going to be the unusual one, but we were going to have to use some of our players that we don't normally lose. Emerson, he had that muscle strain, he was unable for selection. We all know that Reece James hasn't recovered yet, same with Hudson-Odoi, same with Loftus-Cheek, and a lot of our first team squad members are injured. However, the good news was Rudiger returned to the first team and he played the first 45 minutes before having to be taken off at half time. Obviously, he had a bit of a tweak in his hamstring, so he had to be taken off, and Zuma came on to replace him at half time. But the first half was sublime. We were so clinical, and Tammy Abraham, again, fantastic performance by him, and he's slowly proving me wrong, and he's slowly proving a lot of doubters wrong. Now, obviously, I wanted to quickly mention the performance wasn't phenomenal by any means. In overall, there were plenty of negatives, and even we scored 5, you'd think that we played fantastically well. It wasn't the case. The case was we were so clinical, and our stars yet again, Tammy Abraham and other players as well, stepped up on the plate and we performed. But for me, Lampard got it tactically spot on. The 3-5-2 formation, Kepa in goal, Tomori, Rudiger and Andreas Christensen, Alonso and Azpilicueta as our wing backs, Jorginho, Mateo Kovacic, and obviously with the other midfielder, we had that 3-man midfield as well in midfield, and then we had Mason Mount, Willian, and then we had Tammy Abraham through the middle. And it was a tactical masterclass. The idea was to match the 3 at the back formation with Wolves so that we can accommodate Alonso, allow Alonso to play in his favoured left wing back position, but also tactically match them, shut the gaps in between the lines between midfield and the defensive line. When we're defending in blocks. We defend with 5 at the back, allow Alonso and Aspi to defend and act as wing backs. And then when we're defending, we defend compactly, keep our shape. And obviously, by having 3 midfield, compacting midfield, and having 5 at the back, we close the gaps in between the half spaces and in between lines. And for me, Lampard got it tactically spot on. Now, even with the moving up front, Willian and Kovacic had to play well for us to get a win today. Now, Kovacic, the way he transitions to play, he had to play well, because obviously if he didn't play well, we wouldn't have that link between the midfield and the strike force. And I think the Tammy being the nickel was also another crucial factor. Now, obviously, Willian had a fantastic performance. Like, he had an underrated performance. Obviously, Tammy Abraham will steal the show, but for me, Willian was still a fantastic player for us. He's still putting a shift today, and fair play to him. Now, going into Tammy Abraham, no words for that man. No words for that man. Hat-trick hero. All 3 goals are sublime. Even the first one, typical Tammy Abraham goal. Fox in the box, in the 18-yard box. Obviously, potential controversial penalty. The ball falls to him. He hits it across the keeper. Nice and easy. The second one, a beautiful header. He can score all types of goals. Lovely header from him. And the third goal was sublime. Not a typical Tammy Abraham goal. It was with the strike. He used his physicality, his height and strength, bullied the defender. I believe it was Connor Cody. He then dragged it back, dragged it forwards, completely roasted him, and then put it into the far corner out of Patricio's reach. And I think that Tammy Abraham had a fantastic performance for him. So, well-deserved man of the match. And now he is the top goal scorer in the Premier League. 7 goals now. He's got 7 in 3 games. Like, that is incredible statistics. He is on fire. Like, literally, the man is on fire. So, credit to him and fair play to him. And hopefully, he does keep it up. For me, he's a player that will keep up because he's very clinical. He's very good in the box as well. And I think that he will be able to keep this up for the future. Now, getting into other performances as well, I thought Christensen was really good. His reading of the game, the way he intercepts the ball, his passes as well, very solid, world-class centre-back. So, really happy with his performance. Jorginho, classic performance from him. Kovacic, the way he transitioned to play, really happy with his performance. Like I said, Willian had a very underrated performance. The way he was dribbling past players, allowing space for the other players to move into. By him dribbling past players and drifting forward, using his stamina and pace, he allowed the other teammates to be able to find space, dragged space out. Typically what Eden Hazard used to do. Did a similar job today. So really happy with his performance. And Mason Mount got the 5th goal at the end to wrap it up. Now for me, For me, Mason Mount had a stinker. I'll be honest, there was nothing special he did, nothing noteworthy. You could call me negative, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a fantastic performance. We have to be brutally honest here. You know, he may had a lot of misplaced passes. He wasn't defending in between his spaces very well. Yes, he had his high energy work rate, but he wasn't winning many tackles. He lost the ball loads of times. And yes, he scored a fifth goal, but for me, it's an irrelevant goal, which we want anyway. And it was basically a disaster class performance, let's be honest. I think that Mason Mount, he's a good player, he has good potential, but he's nowhere near the way that our fan base hypes him, I'll be brutally honest. Hussam Aouar is the man we need. I know you can call me negative, but I'm just stating my opinion and the facts that I believe. Now, obviously, getting in defensively, now those are the positives regarding Tammy Abraham on fire, loads of belief for him. Obviously, Willian Kovacic, noteworthy performances as well. Jorginho, really class performance, and the first half performance was sublime, keeping a clean sheet. But the second half, this is where the issue starts. Now, defensively, and especially Kepa, had a horror show. Like, I love Kepa. For me, Kepa's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League and in the world as well. I think he's one of the best sweeper keepers and your perfect one-day goalkeeper, and I love him. He's one of the best players on our team, but today he had a horror show. For me, both of the goals he should be dealing with. Any top keeper would be dealing with both of those goals. Luckily, because we scored a lot and we're so clinical, it didn't impact us points-wise, but if you do it against the elite teams, you will simply get punished. You can't be outscoring elite teams, and it's somewhere that Lampard needs to work on the training ground, is defensively, defending, and Kepa as well. I think Kepa, to be fair, had nothing to do, but that's still no excuse. You know, as a keeper, as a top-class keeper, when you have nothing to do, your concentration levels always have to be high. And I think the first goal, to me, to be fair to him, I can't blame too much because he actually did save and it was going wide. So he saved it, but it hit Tammy and then went in. So it was a Tammy Abraham own goal. But the second one's no excuse. He parries it straight to Catrona, who just basically parries into the empty net. And I think that a top-class keeper should be dealing with that better. He will learn from it, but I think that he has been slightly below on the par this season. His distribution is world-class as always, but his shot-stopping skills is not as good as last season. But I'm sure he'll improve. But yeah, not too bad from him. But defensively as well, like with the first goal, when Roman Saez scored, we had three men, Kurt Zouma, Fikayo Tomori, and we also had Willian marking Roman Saez, and he still managed to leap over them. It's a case of where we have to work on set pieces, and I mentioned this many times, I'll mention it again. With set pieces, there's only two ways. You have zonal marking, and you have man-to-man marking. Now, because of the way we play, and the height in the team, zonal marking is the only way, because if you do man-to-man marking, then we're going to get decimated in a set piece because our team's very short overall. We haven't got a tall team. So if you do man-to-man marking, we will concede from every single set piece. But a zonal marking, wherever the ball is, everyone goes to there. Now, the issue with this is we have to improve on this because we always concede at set pieces. It's a massive weakness of ours, and it's somewhere that we have to improve on massively. Like, for me, that if we want to go forwards, if we want to stop dropping silly points, if we want to improve against elite teams, set pieces is an area that we have to fix on. And if you want to fix set pieces, another way to fix set pieces is nullify that threat. Reduce the amount of fouls you give away, reduce the amount of errors, unforced errors, corners, reduce the amount of corners, long free kicks, etc. This will reduce your chance of conceding from a set piece. And for me, Lampard has to work on this in the training ground. Defensively, it wasn't good enough. Kepa wasn't good enough today. Despite his distribution being decent, he wasn't good enough shot stopping wise. But we know he's a world-class keeper. He will improve from this. So, I haven't really got many complaints from him. And for me, the overall team, very good performance. We've got 3 points, another 3 points away from it. We're now on 8 points. We are 5 goals as well. So many positive. Tammy Abraham is on fire. Hat-trick for him. Willian, Kovacic, Jorginho, really good performances from them. So really pleased. Alonso and Azpilicueta, surprisingly decent as well. Fikayo Tomori rocking. Now, this guy, honestly, let me quickly mention this guy. He had a fantastic performance. The way he distributes the ball, he plays the ball. Really good at reading the game. Your top class defender, was player of the year at Derby, as we know. But that goal, I saw it and I was screaming. I was like, what the fuck? How? The ball comes to him, right? And I'm telling you, it's 30 yards. Go and check the goal out. It was 30 yards out. And he swerves it top bins out of nowhere. Rui Patricio was completely wrong-footed because the thing is with Patricio, he wasn't expecting. Yes, it's a goalkeeping error, but he wasn't expecting it. So he started shifting the other way. And he realised that Fikayo Tomori went for a rocket. And he went top bins from 30 yards. And he went mad. I went mad. The whole fan base went mad. What a goal from him. Really pleased for him. Got his first goal for Chelsea in the senior team. So really pleased for him. And for me to wrap it up, yes, Mason Mount have a good game. But to wrap up for a good goal, 5-2 victory. Emphatic victory for the Blues. Very happy with the team. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the review. If you did enjoy this review, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you want to run here, and I'll see you guys for my next video. And make sure you hit the bell notification so you know every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts, opinions, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.